Hey guys, this is MTG Arena recording for April 18. Looks like we got a new 225 gold daily attack with 15 creatures. That's really hard to avoid finishing, so I'm gonna reroll that one instead of yesterday's. Win 2 games with a white-blue deck. My white-blue deck right now is not very good. I have the option of playing Eternalize, which is missing another possession, Approach, which missing a bunch of subtle directives, baffling and like all the good removal stuff, or this deck, which is missing a bunch of auras. I'm missing a bunch of Curious Obsession, cartouches, and whatnot. So I wonder if you can cheat this by playing mono white Ascend with like one blue card or something like that, and hope we just don't draw the blue card. Because I think mono white can just kill people as long as we don't. I don't know what the deck building requirement is to be considered a blue white deck. If it just needs one blue card, then we can just put in whatever. If it needs more than that, like if it needs some Mount Island and whatnot, then it's harder. So we'll try to cheese it with one blue card. Let's see if there's any decent blue card for this deck. So I'm thinking of Cartouche of Knowledge or like a counter spell, a negate. Or a Chart of Course. Let's start running with one Chart of Course and then replace one of the Sunscorched Desert with an Epilude Bullet. Let's go with 2. Because the deserts are. Actually, let's go with full 3. Because, you know, it never hurts whenever we can cast Chariot Course. But if we can't, then we can just sacrifice this to Shepherd Dudes. And I don't think the 1 damage mattered so far in any of the games. So we'll go with this. I think hopefully this counts as a blue-white deck. And I'm gonna go ahead and craft Allegiance Landing because I've been wanting one anyway, and it would help play with this deck and the Vampire deck. So we have to take out 2 cards. Not a big fan of the cartouche, actually, so I'm gonna cut that. And we'll cut a Baffling End because this deck is pretty all in, and having just one Baffling End won't really affect it that much anyway. If we lose because of a creature like Humana or Ferocodon, then you know we were likely to draw the one-off copy anyway, so I'm gonna cut the removal to Streamline. I'm also thinking of crafting the 4th Sacred Cat and then cutting a land. So let's do that. Okay, this deck looks pretty decent. I think it counts as a blue-white deck. Hopefully we can get in there to win pretty easily. Okay, this hand is fine. 1 drop, 2 drop, into 2 and 1 drop. So put the highest damage 1 drop first. Next turn, depending on what he is. Don't know what he is. Okay, we're probably gonna play the Adanto against a white deck. Gonna jam, might get Slash of Talon. I feel like he might run Slash of Talon. Jam the Adanto. Next turn, we get to play another Adanto plus Sky Marcher. Green white. So worst case is nah, that's fine. He didn't get it. So I like my aspirant enough to not want to trade with that. I think. Maybe. Hold on. So 3, 4, 5. So 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to not attack because if he plays something like a Jade Light Ranger, I can't attack with this anyway, so we just want a flyer. So next turn we'll have 9 permanents. So if we draw any permanents other than a land, we'll get a sun. If we draw, best case is drawing like Monument. Oh, that card is really good. If we draw Monument, then we're guaranteed a sun. Conquistador. So we're 1 short from getting a sun. So we're just gonna jam. Next turn get a sun. Okay, no pay for life. So he can make 2 1/1 lifelink there. Next turn to avoid a lot of damage. But it's gonna use up his white mana, so he can't settle the wreckage if he has one. French Walker. More buddies to block. Thorough Prowler. So he could play. He can't play anything for 1 green mana. So if he wants to make the cat tokens, he has to hold up the white mana. Queen's Commission. So we have the option of playing Queen's Commission, or we have the option of playing Legion Conquistador. We are going to go with Queen's Commission, I think. because if we draw a land, we can shepherd dudes for more damage. Or do we go for... Yeah, we're gonna go with Queen's Commission. This gives us a sun. Then we're gonna attack with everyone but the Scam Archer. And then he can... Okay, so he's deciding to do that way. So he's gonna make the token after. Cool. So we cheesed one of the win 2 games with blue white with basically mono white deck. Going to see if we can do the same thing. Okay, another fine hand. On drop to drop. That should be a pretty consistent theme for this deck. Because this deck is very consistent. That's one of the things that I like about it. It's very single-minded. Another white X deck. Could be Vampire, it could be another cat deck, though I don't think it's another cat deck. It could be Eternalize, it could be the Mirror Match. It's Eternalize. Okay? So we're gonna attack with Danto. And then just drop a bunch of things. So we have 7 permanents. If we draw a creature or a land, we'll have 8 next turn. So he could play Sunscourge Champion here and gain 2 life, or Baffling End. Okay, probably get our Adanto. And then he could play Sacred Cat, but unless... Okay, he probably didn't draw Sacred Cat. In that case, I think I'm just gonna... I want to get damage in, so I'm gonna do this. Because he has to block here. If he doesn't block, he goes to 3. And then next turn, we have Steward of Solidarity. If we draw a land, so best case is if we draw something to give us a send. Bouncer. Another Priest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The reason we're doing the Conquistador over the Steward is because if we draw a 1-drop, we can play 2 things Whereas if we draw a land, we can still play either one. So the downside is we won't be able to exert the steward. Okay, so he's gonna gain a life. So if we draw a land, we can steward plus a sand and get pride. This is kind of frustrating. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna drop steward because we could get a sand without using mana next turn. Sun Scourge. He goes to 11. Sacred Cat. So we can get a sand and then deal 8 damage in the air. That doesn't seem very good. He'll probably sacrifice his Sacred Cat on an attack just to get more life. We are just gonna poke him with this thing. Next turn we kill him unless he does something. So he gains 2 life if I do like this. I could just let him gain 1 life. Yeah, I'll let him gain 1 life. He could have settled. I should have exerted my steward last turn. I kind of blanked on it. Angle sanctions. It's fine. Probably gets 1 more flyer. Yeah. I'm gonna do this guy. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. He is going to gain 1 life. And then I'm gonna probably trade this. Okay. I'm okay with this. So he can only internalize 1 thing. So he's pretty much dead. Mono White Ascend strikes again. Okay. So we're gonna revert the deck back to Mono White. It never really came up, but you know, that's kind of what we wanted to see. I'm gonna play the Gasping Dunes because it might be useful at some point in the game instead of the third Sun Scourge. I think I might like more Gasping Dune if I happen to open the pack with it. And then we are going to... We have an uncommon wild card, so we could put in the There's Monument. Or we could craft another Adanto. Or we could craft an Aspirant. So those are the three options for the uncommon wild card. Aspirant has been really good. So I think I'm just gonna craft another Aspirant. So that makes this deck. We're gonna play with this deck a bit more to get our 4 wins. Fine hand. Don't have a 1-drop, but we have Adanto and Martyr of Dust, our 2 premier 2-drops. And having a Rigid Conquistador is always nice. Firebrand, so we're gonna play our Martyr next turn. We get Magma Spray, then, you know, whatever. If it doesn't get Magma Spray, he's thinking about it. So this is a block, because in this matchup, we just want to play defensive. And having a 1/1 lifelink token is not the worst thing in the world. Clear and Breaking Runner. We are just gonna jump this and grab more. Back to 1 cards. So next turn we get hit for 2/2 for striking damage, and then we get to play 2 things. It's probably not attacking with Buccaneer. Get a Crusher. He did have Magma Spray. Okay, no blocks. He has to follow it up with a blocker for a game 2 life. Trailblazer. Okay, we are going to play Martyr and Pouncer. We're not gonna attack. So this way we can block the Trailblazer and the Buccaneer. Crusher. So he's gonna no block something, probably the Martyr. You don't block that guy. In that case, we are just gonna reduce the most damage here, and then get another token. Next turn, we get another Conquistador. That's not bad. Can gain 2 life. Next, we could still block the Pouncer and the other thing. So, we're gonna gain 2 life. Then play Queen's Commission. And not done though. Okay, we're gonna block like this. Yeah, we're just gonna block that. Take 4. So we draw Pride of Conquerors. He is pretty much dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3, 18. And one of them being double strike. If we draw, basically if we draw any Anthem effect, he's dead. Hey, look at that. Actually made a misplay. I should have played the Legion Conquistador first. Oh well. Just a removal spell here. I'm gonna do this in response. And then I'm gonna pay life. And then kill him. Actually, we didn't even need to save him, but you know. We had spare life at that point, because he would have gained 12 life. Pride of Conquerors is very, very busted in that deck. Rigging Runner, cool. That's a third copy. Okay. Excellent. 1-drop, 2-drop hand again. Again with Tadanto and Martyr. Giving us options depending on the matchup. It's a mountain creature. Ah, okay, so Adanto is gonna be our 2-drop of choice, most likely. It's bad if it has a Moment of Craving. But if it doesn't have Moment of Craving, just thinking about it, because you know there was a pause, so this is probably a Moment of Craving. Moment of Craving. We'll jam the other Danto, I think. Now that I think about it, jamming the Martyr was probably better. So basically, if he has a Golden Demise, I think I just scoop. Then sign. Play a Danto Martyr. Hope he doesn't have Golden Demise. I might play out a couple turns after Golden Demise, but this is not looking good if he has Golden Demise. You can Chupacabra, kill the Aspirant. You can block Martyr of Dusk here. He should block Martyr of Dusk. I don't think he has any reason not to block Martyr of Dusk. Alright, we're gonna dump our hand and hope for the best, because this deck doesn't really have a plan B. So if he has the Golden Demise, you know, I think we're just dead. If he doesn't have the Golden Demise, we're looking good. If he has Golden Demise, I think we just scoop. There's not really a reason to play it out. So almost anything in our deck gives us a send other than Pride of Conqueror. He's thinking what to kill. But the answer is definitely kill the Adanto. That's him off. Okay. Is he just going to triple Tatsumak? Okay, so we hope best case is drawing Shepherd Dunes because that's Anthem plus an Ascend. Worst case is drawing Pride of Conqueror, surprisingly, because we don't have Ascend. So yeah. So we don't kill him by this attack. We are pretty bone. Drawing Trial of Solidarity would be awesome too. Queen's Commission. Alright. Let's go in. All or nothing here. Because next turn, he's pretty much going to blow up our board. He's at 2. So he blows up our board, and then we have Adanto and 2 tokens. Well, 3 tokens, because we have Martyr. Hooray! We did it! He didn't have Golden Device. This deck is very good. Let's see what we got. Glypkeeper, another one. That's cool. I like the card. And then we will open the pack we got from the weekly. And that is Captain's Hook. Not very good. Other than limited. This thing is busted and limited, but not very good in constructed. Nothing interesting in the commons and common slots either. So that was not a particularly exciting pack. Oh well. Well, that's all for today.